Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Revolting review. I am Random Noss and today I review The Last Voyage of the Demeter. So this is directed by Andrei Overdahl and is based on the Captain's Log chapter of the Dracula novel by Bram Stoker, and it stars Corey Hawkins, Alicing Francisco or something, Liam Cunningham, and David Desmastic or something, and Java Bottle as Dracula. So as I said, this is based on the Captain's Log chapter in the Dracula novella from Bram Stoker, where for the longest time now, in most adaptations of the Dracula story in film format, that part of the chapter in the films has always been cut down or just not featured in the film at all. This one, they've actually dedicated a full 2 hours to this whole part of the Dracula novel. So they've, ship the Demeter is on a voyage to England, where the captain, played by Liam Cunningham, Captain Elliot, announces that this is going to be his final voyage, and little did they know that it's going to be the final voyage of the Demeter. And they have a cargo on board that is slowly feeding off livestock and then starts picking off the crew one by one, and they find a stowaway woman on board who has been feeding Dracula against her will, and of course Dracula is on the rampage around the ship and slowly picks off the crew one by one. And we have a doctor in it. We have Dr. Clements, played by Corey Hawkins, who is the only one left to stand up to Dracula and face him. And of course, we see what happens when before the ship, the Demeter washes up on the coast of Whitby, England. So that's the story there. So what did I like about this one? Well, I heard that not a lot of people have said good stuff about this one, and I don't know why. I thought this was actually quite a good adaptation. Also, the way Dracula was portrayed, where he looked like Orlok, because in the novella, Dracula wasn't, he's only been like the romantic aristocrat due to Bela Lugosi's portrayal of it, because he sort of invented that modern take on Dracula. But in the book, Dracula was anything but. He was a vicious and nasty creature, and was like a blood-sucking demon. So yeah, Dracula looks pretty good. I believe it was all CGI, not a lot of makeups, but the way they make Dracula look is very well done, and I liked the look of Dracula. He wasn't the stereotypical, plain, ordinary, romantic Dracula we see. He was like a big vampiric monster. I also liked all the other characters as well that we never really got to see, in action in the book. We see a lot of people, not a massive crew, but I liked our lead protagonist in this, our main character Clements, and then Captain Elliot, played by Liam Cunningham, who we've seen in a lot of stuff, haven't we? I've seen him in loads of things. We'll all know him from Game of Thrones and that. And he was alright in this. I thought this was all in all a good horror film, and we had some drama in there. I feel we had the slasher vibe as well, like a classic slasher, only people were getting ripped to pieces and eaten. And of course the animals do get it first, and yes, if you're a dog lover, there is a dog scene where a dog dies and a child dies, which I'll warn you about now if you're sensitive about that in horror films. But we do see some gore in it. Not too much gore. I don't know if the studio was intending to go for a PG-13 rating on this, but if you ask me, this ain't no PG-13 film. It looks R-rated to me. But they did have some gore in it, of course. With it being a vampire movie, they had to have blood in there, but wasn't a complete gore fest. And was like a good monster feature. And I liked, how it kind of left things open to maybe continue then parts of the novella. I mean, if you read the book, you know what happens next. You know that Dracula isn't going to die. He's going to continue on his way and stuff. And yeah, I enjoyed watching this film. So, Last Voyage of the Demeter. Is it a go on? Yeah, if you've got a good 2 hours to spare, you like Dracula, you like the classic, like, demonic, blood-sucking demon kind, then yeah, I'd say check it out. It's an alright film. So, Last Voyage of the Demeter. What am I going to rate this one? You know what, I'll give it 3.5 stabs out of 5. 3.5 stabs out of 5, so not bad at all. Not, a watchable film. So there you go, there's my rating for The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Have you seen this one? Let me know down below in the comments below, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross, and this has been a Revolting review, so until next time, don't have nightmares.